6 News.
CBS Marketwatch Weekend is presented by Daytech Online, the online broker that's built to trade. Coming up on CBS Marketwatch Weekend, the dot-com bust is making the Bay Area look like a reverse gold rush. We look into why they don't want to stay in the city by the bay. Plus, the chips are down.
This, in fact, is the worst downturn that the 30-year-old semiconductor industry has ever experienced.
And the experts are split on the future of the semiconductor industry, while investors play the waiting game for a turnaround. And it seems nearly everyone is rushing to laser eye surgery, so which companies look the most attractive? We take a long-range view of the business. All that and more on CBS Marketwatch Weekend. Hello and welcome to CBS Marketwatch Weekend. I'm Susan McGinnis. If you have a stake in Wall Street, you might want to switch from steak to burgers for that holiday barbecue. For most of last week, it was a rough ride on Wall Street for everyone from day traders to 401kers. At fault, the usual suspects: bad economic news, bad corporate profit news, and more layoffs. The best thing about Monday's holiday is it's one less day for us to lose money. We'll have more on what the street might hold for us this week in a moment. But first, one sector that's taken a beating lately is the computer chip business. The most recent evidence, major player Advanced Micro Devices shares fell to a 2-year low. And PC maker Gateway just announced it's cutting 5,000 jobs. But at the same time, chip firms just keep releasing new products. For one, Intel's super-fast new Pentium 4 was launched with some fanfare this past week. But it comes at a precarious time for the industry. Struggling chip makers are drastically slashing prices to hold on to every bit of market share they can. While the chips are down for now, what's an investor to do? Intel officially launched its lightning-fast Pentium 4, hoping that faster is better.
We're very excited about the Pentium 4 processor and its capabilities to do consumer applications such as digital video encoding, MP3 ripping, 3D environments. All of this kind of interactive PC work is perfectly what the Pentium 4 is suited for.
But the only shooting going on right now is in a fierce price war in the industry for the tiny chips that power everything from computers to cell phones to toys. Chip giants are slashing prices to spark demand and grab a bigger share of the anemic chip market. Analyst Jonathan Joseph says things are as bad as they've ever been.
This, in fact, and there's no doubt about it, this is a statistical fact, is the worst downturn that the 30-year-old semiconductor industry has ever experienced.
As for semiconductor stocks, well, they're down about 60% this year, and sales are down right along with them. Add to that, Lehman Brothers and Credit Suisse First Boston both lowered their forecasts for chip companies. But here's where things get interesting. You'd never know the industry is in trouble looking at some forecasts. In the past month, both Merrill Lynch and Goldman Sachs upgraded their outlook for semiconductor stocks and actually recommended investors buy them. And a recent industry report says orders are up, suggesting to some that a turnaround is near.
This is the part of the cycle where the pricing pressure on the products will tend to be the greatest, and then it'll begin to come back into line once again as we get a little higher demand going forward.
Well, while the experts disagree over the chip industry's future, one thing is clear. The industry is an important one to the economy. That's because when the economy starts to show signs of life, chip making is typically among the first industries to rebound. That's why for investors, it's crucial to know when the bottom comes and when to start buying.
You want to buy these stocks early because they tend to react very quickly on any positive information. And if in the second and third quarters of 2002, they start to see a rebound in the chip industry, that will be reflected very quickly.
Joseph says the end of the tough times is near.
We think that the bottom is somewhere in here this month, next month. Things will begin to gradually get better, and we're beginning to get evidence of that.
To most, though, there's no bottom in sight for now. The only good news ahead, between all of the price cuts and new products coming out, the consumer will end up the big winner. Look for PCs to become faster and cheaper in coming months. And watch Intel this coming week. The company will announce its mid-quarter update on September the 6th. Experts predict that chip prices will continue their fall, and PC makers like Dell, Hewlett-Packard, and Gateway are said to be looking to the price cuts, the new chips, and Microsoft's Windows XP to help jumpstart their sales. Still ahead on CBS Market Watch Weekend, what do Jennifer Capriati, Tiger Woods, and Tiki Barber all have in common? Well, they've all had their eyesight corrected through laser surgery. Now the promise of perfect vision is sparking big demand for the procedure. We look ahead to the future of laser surgery companies. Plus, young and technology-skilled Ireland's workforce is waking up to a new reality. Find out why the country's high-tech boom is falling victim to the global economic slowdown.
Hi, Billy Mays here for OxyClean, the